Hey guys, the one and only here, and I am back with another video. Now I know it's been a while, and it may seem that I'm inactive on YouTube, or inactive in general, but that's not the case. Because I am pretty active on Instagram. If you check me out on Instagram, it should be on my page. But so here I am back with another video, and I know you're probably asking, where's Kanohu? I don't know, have you seen him? Because I sure as heck haven't. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Right, so, as you can tell, by the mock that is with us right now, I have some parts to go along with the already 3D printed parts that are used in this mock, which would be these pieces down here. These Mata foot extensions, which, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, apparently studs can fit in there. It looks like she wants us to open it with the sword, but I don't think that's gonna work, so we got our handy dandy little blade. Alright, box has now been opened up, so let's see what we have inside. Inside here I expect to find one piece for the Mata foot extensions to go along with our mock over here, and some other bits. Alright, so let's check this out. Here we have some Technic chain pieces, and yes, you heard me correctly, I said Technic, meaning axles and pins. There should be 4 to the count, I think. These are much larger than I thought they would be, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So these are 3D printed chain links that use a these pieces at the end, which either have an axle or an axle hole, and the one with the axle has a pinhole at the end in case you want to attach something to it. So I was kind of curious, since each of them have an axle and an axle hole at either end, whether or not you can, yeah, so it looks like they can be used to extend one another, or attach to another weapon, or maybe even attach a blade to the end of the chain, a blade or a wrecking ball or something like that. But yeah, so I have 4 of these. These are pretty interesting, and okay, so it appears that this one right here, for whatever reason, doesn't have enough friction on the axle or in the axle hole. Well, that's one of the things, and so the thing that I made this video about was this piece right here. So this piece is pretty interesting. It's a Technic, I don't know what you call it, but it has an axle hole on one end, pin in the middle, and then 2 axle holes at either end. And so the reason why I got this was for these Mata foot pieces down here. In my previous Shapeways video, I mentioned that I wouldn't do that I wouldn't be doing a video, because more so because I couldn't really find a way to use these Mata foot pieces as weapons, but now I do. Alright, well, first off, shout out to Iron Foam Armory for these chain pieces. I say these are pretty well designed pieces, and for the most part, here I have 4 chains, and 3 out of 4 of them are pretty good. This one right here, however, for whatever reason, the axle and the axle hole are a little bit loose when connecting to the other chain pieces. Now, it does fit into the axle hole of official Lego pretty well, and official Lego does hold itself in pretty well, or it holds like official Lego, I should say. But yeah, maybe tweaking the thickness of the axle and axle hole ever so slightly, just a fraction of a millimeter would probably do enough. All right, so yeah, pretty good pieces. I recommend you check them out. Now, do know that this version that I'm reviewing is the first version. I am the first to purchase this item off of Shapeways, so not sure if by the time you buy this it will be updated or not. For the most part, there's not much of a problem with it. This is the white natural versatile material, so there's no glossing on it. Maybe the glossing will make it less likely to be loose or whatever. Right, anyways, moving on to the next piece. Here we have this piece that I already showed you. Now, I did buy this piece to work with these Mata foot extension pieces by Exata Forge, and it's because originally these pieces could not really be used as weapons unless you would use them like that as, I don't know, like an axe or an ice pick, but that doesn't really look all that well. And so as I was playing around with the pieces, I had put them together like that and thought that would make an interesting crossbow. And the problem was there wasn't really much I could do to attach the two pieces but still have a one connection here. So that's where this piece comes in. So simply you just take the axles that are already there. This is a pretty tight fit. Wow. I guess that's a good thing, unless you're working with 3D printed axles, because then that's not good. Alright, well, fits okay, and then you could either use like the pin here or whatever, or just little bit like this, attach it to the back there, and there you have a neat little 3D printed crossbow. Well, now of course this piece isn't really meant for these pieces, and they are kind of created by two different designers, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, they're created by two completely different designers. The foot pieces are created by Exata Forge, while the this Technic bit is created by RK Bricks. Now all these pieces were purchased off of Shapeways. Links to those to where you can buy these pieces will be included in the description below. But this Technic bit isn't meant for the foot pieces, but that's what I have purchased them for, and I kind of regret putting these in there. Wow. They're stuck. Okay. I'll be back when I get them out. And if I'm not back, then either something broke or they never came out. But yeah, so well, clearly as you can tell, I managed to get the foot extension pieces out of the Technic bit, which was a bit difficult, but I did it. Anyways, so as you can tell, well, that probably expanded the axle hole a little bit, which is good, I guess. And as you can tell, this Technic bit can be used for other pieces similar, as you can, like more foot extension pieces, like for example the Pohatu foot extension pieces here are being kind of used for a sort of like a hammer or something. So you can use it in a variety of ways. You can use it in weapons. You can probably use it in a within, like, I don't know, custom torso design if you wanted to. Rude. But yeah, this piece can be used in many different ways. Custom gun, custom sword, hammer, axe, torso, if you're creative enough. This can be used in many different ways. So yeah, I'm also going to put the link of this piece in the description, and what the heck, I'm also going to throw in a link for the where you can get the modded foot extension pieces, because why not? So that's it for today. This has been the one and only, and I will see you next time.